This is page 54 of the algebra books. I've been asked to just go over a few things. I know we're in lockdown. I will get to it. Let's do this. So, number 436. P plus 3x squared. So some coefficient of x squared plus 4x plus p is equal to 0. And it has equal roots. Equal roots. One set of roots. Roots we're talking about. It should hopefully click into your head that we're thinking about delta. Okay, so we know that delta is equal to b squared minus 4ac. That is on your formula sheet. Okay, it's also what's inside the square root sign of the formula. Okay, of the root formula that you can use. So we know that when it has equal roots, delta is equal to 0. That bit you need to remember. Remember, if it's greater than 0, there are two roots. If it's equal to 0, one repeated root, equal roots. Less than 0 would be anything that does not give you a real number because you cannot square root a negative. Okay, now that we've got that, let's just sort out in our formula, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. This is a, this whole thing. This is b, and this is c. And the sign that's in front is what the sign is of the a, b, and the c. So b squared is going to be 4 squared minus 4a, so that's 4 times this whole thing, p plus 3, and c is p, and that is going to give me 0. So I have got 16 minus, if I multiply this in, it's going to be 4p times p, which gives me 4p squared, and 4p times 3 is going to give me minus 12p. Okay, now this isn't the way we would set out a quadratic, so what I need to do is rearrange it just in my head so that I can actually see I've got a common 4 in there, so I can just divide through by negative 4, and I'm going to end up with, I'm just going to write that down in here. Please, could you do this as an exercise and make sure that you get the right thing? Okay, this is one of the areas that people do fall down in when you're dividing, or you do a few steps in one. So please, could you actually do this and make sure you understand what I am doing, and ask if you don't. So 16 divided by negative 4, I'm going to start with my p squared. It's going to give me just p squared, and then I want the term p. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 is going to give me positive 3p, and 16 divided by negative 4 is going to give me negative 4 equals 0. That looks like something I can factorize. Of course, you can use your calculator. You could have chucked this into your calculator and it would have factorized it for you. But yeah, let's just do this. So p and p, factors of 4 that add or subtract to give me 3. I want a plus 4 and a minus 1. That's going to give me my negative 4, and positive 4 minus 1 gives me positive 3. So p is equal to negative 4 or 1. So it says find possible values of p. There you go. So substitute that back in and just make sure that that works. So that's the next little step that you would need to look into. Okay, this one here, what is the nature of the roots? Okay, how many minutes? I can't see how many minutes we're on. I'm going to leave it at that. Remember, it's talking about roots. It's talking about delta. You need to look at those roots. So if I had those and it's equaling 0, you're just going to look at b squared minus 4ac. Okay, b is this whole thing, so 2q plus 1 all squared. Write out both brackets if you're bad at multiplying out brackets. Okay. And then minus 4 times q plus 1, and then times that by q. So this is going to give me 4q squared plus 2q plus 2q. So that'll be plus 4q plus 1. Don't forget the middle term. Another thing that you guys always do. Sorry while I'm frowning, but it just really stresses me out when you guys do that. And this is going to be minus 4q squared minus 4q, because this q is with there, so 4 times q times 1 is 4q. Okay, and it's a minus out here, so make sure you put that in there. Let's just tidy up my terms. 4q squared minus 4q squared. That's actually going to give me a little 0. And 4q minus 4q is going to also give me 0. B squared minus 4ac thus equals 0. What is the nature of my roots? Hopefully in your heads, when I went quiet for a few minutes, we can tell that we have one pair of equal roots. Repeated or equal roots. Okay. So, there is more here. I'm just going to do those two. You can have a go at these two. Obviously, it's in your books. I think it was page 45, we said. Okay. I have to find the stop button.